The curtain and curtain rod came down in my dressing room. Leaving me rather exposed. I think I'd better fix that. Hi, my name is Elizabeth. Welcome to my channel. I live in a 1,200 square foot house that has 4 bedrooms. 2 of those bedrooms are just over 100 square feet, and the other 2 are well under 100 square feet. So what I did was I chose the 2 bedrooms that were closest to the bathroom, the ones that were under 100 square feet each, and I decided to basically make that into a suite with a bedroom and a dressing room. Because none of the bedrooms would comfortably fit a bed. A queen bed, absolutely not. A double, it might be possible. I actually have a 1.5 and it barely fits in one of the rooms, and no additional bedroom furniture fits in any of the rooms with the bed. So, dressing room. One of the first things I did when I moved in was I hung curtains. I just used command hooks. I put them up, rested the curtain rod on them, and hung the curtains. And the curtains that I'm using are ones that I made for an apartment in Toronto. They fit the window, but not perfectly, and they are absolutely not the right color. But that's not the point. The point was privacy. So 2 weeks ago, the curtain rod fell down. When I took that as a sign, it was time to put the curtain rod out properly, use correct brackets, and match it to the other hardware in the room. So that's what I'm going to do today. Let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to try and find the studs. I would prefer to hang the brackets in a stud as opposed to using plugs. Well, okay, there's a stud on that side. So this is the curtain. I made them with the tab. They are 38 inches long. The window itself from bottom here to the top of the trim is 34.5 inches. So that leaves me with 3.5 inches to work with. And I'm going to put the curtain rod so that the top of the curtain is about 1.5 inches from the top of the trim. And that should just be enough to cover the sill and the bottom of the trim. So I'm just going to mark the curtain so I know where that 1.5 inch mark is, and do a test up there to see exactly where I want the curtain rod. And I'll slide the curtain rod on a couple of the tabs. I just want to get a feel up there for where this is going to sit. Now, mark where I want the curtain rod. And there's where I want the rod. Oh, that's actually turning out perfect. Almost halfway between the ceiling and the trim. One wouldn't stay up and the other won't come off. Go. So let's find second stud. I found both the studs on either side, and they're actually in a really good place. I want the curtains to extend beyond the window enough that I can fully open the curtains and leave the window completely uncovered and let in as much natural light as possible, especially in the winter. The window itself is about 31 inches wide. So I've got 2 panels of 48 inches wide each. there's lots and lots of room. If I have to extend the curtain rod beyond the brackets and put some of the tabs outside the brackets, that'll be fine as long as I can get the curtains open. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to get those brackets up and get those curtains hung. I'll just mark where I want the rod in relation to the stud. So there's the stud. And I want the curve here, right through the middle there. So I'm going to put this right in the middle of the stud, like that. And I've just got 2 little pencil marks on the wall. Everything else is taped. That's pretty good. The other side I'm going to measure down from the ceiling to determine exactly where it's going to go on the other side. So now that I've got the two brackets marked, I'm going to get the drill and just drill the screws directly into the studs, and that will be it. The bulk of the work is in the measuring. The actual hanging is pretty quick. I'm going to start with a couple of quick, short, very small pilot holes, and that just helps me hold the screw. I find I get very impatient with the screw wobbling. So if I do just a little start for the holes for the screw, then I can get them screwed in with the drill a lot easier. So let me just get that done. And that's as quick as it goes. Using tabs is a very, very simple way to hang curtains when you don't have a lot of time and you just need to get them done. There's no hooks, there's no clips, there's no pleats. They're pretty basic. So I took the curtain rod apart. It threads on easier. And then it just slides back in and you can determine what length you want. So it gets bigger and smaller. And there are the curtains. And I feel so much better seeing them there. Now, one thing I would suggest is when you're buying, shall we say, low-priced curtain rods, you make sure that for whatever span you've got, it has three 3 brackets. This needs one in the middle. It absolutely does. So there are the curtains up, and I'm really, really pleased. As soon as I stepped off the ladder, I just felt an incredible sense of relief. And I just feel so much better having those curtains up. I like having them open during the day. So, once my day starts, they get opened and I get the natural light in. But I'm glad to know I've got the privacy. That's it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed putting up the curtain. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And I would love it if you would subscribe and join our community. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.